put my tank top on underneath it just in case. It said 57. On the way up, it was 57. Now it feels like it's 80.
Welcome, college football fans, to Scottywood Stadium at Frank Marino Field on the beautiful campus of Muhlenberg College. The Centennial Conference matchup will feature the Carnegie Mellon University Tartans versus your Muhlenberg College Mules. And now the starters for today's game, beginning with the visiting Tartans of Carnegie Mellon. Starting with offense, at left tackle, the senior from La Jolla, California, number 79, Sam Alligood. At left guard, a senior from Brookville, Wisconsin, number 75, Andy Champ. At center, the sophomore from Wayne, Pennsylvania, number 76, Connor Gall. At right guard, the sophomore from Duval, Washington, number 68, Zach Yenza. At right tackle, the junior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 55, Orazio Nastis. At tight end, the senior from Jenkintown, Pennsylvania, number 85, Danny Moynihan. At tight end, the junior from Jeanette, Pennsylvania, number 80, Anthony Milano. At wide receiver, the junior from Hinsdale, Illinois, number 11, Reese Kulke. At wide receiver, the junior from Venetia, Pennsylvania, number 25, Brendan McCullough. At quarterback, the senior from High Point, North Carolina, number 4, Joey McGinnis. And at running back, the junior from Houston, Texas, number 24, Giacomo Valente. The starters on defense for Carnegie Mellon. At defensive end, the grad student from New Philadelphia, Ohio, number 93, Mitchell Stokey. At nose tackle, the senior from Baltimore, Maryland, number 78, Lucas Hazard. At defensive end today, the junior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 98, Gabe Bonnet. At outside linebacker, the senior from Littleton, Colorado, number 4, Connor Warren. At inside linebacker, the senior
Good afternoon and welcome to Scotty Wood Stadium, Frank Marino Field, here on the campus of Muhlenberg College in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I am Matt Height for Mule TV, part of the Centennial Conference Digital Network here on MuhlenbergSports.com. Centennial Conference football action for you today, and it should be a good one. The hometown Mules of Muhlenberg, who come into the game with a 5-1 overall record, 2-1 in the Centennial Conference, will play host to nationally ranked Carnegie Mellon. The Tartans 4-2 overall, 2-1 as well in the Centennial. The Tartans currently ranked 16th in the country, according to D3Football.com, 19th in the coaches poll. This is the first season for Carnegie Mellon in the Centennial Conference as an associate member in football. Certainly has raised the league's national profile. This is only the fifth all-time meeting between these two schools. The first in a regular season since back in 1997. The all-time series is tied at 2. Carnegie Mellon boasts a highly prolific offense, which is going to be quite a test for the Mules here defensively. Tartans lead the Centennial Conference and rank 25th in Division III in passing offense, averaging 296 yards per game through the air. Tartans also second in the Centennial Conference in completion percentage. Muhlenberg has allowed almost 260 yards per game through the air, so they'll have to tighten that up a little bit here today to get this victory. Mules coming off a 56-7 win over McDaniel on the road. Their only loss this year, a 1-point setback on the road to Franklin and Marshall. Carnegie Mellon has lost to Wisconsin La Crosse, and at Johns Hopkins, a 28-27 loss a couple of weeks ago. Of course, the Blue Jays ranked third nationally and undefeated in the Centennial Conference as well. So this is going to be a good ball game. Great weather day, beautiful day here in the Lehigh Valley. Temperatures in the low 50s. Sunshine expected throughout most of the day. Maybe some clouds moving in later on. The team captains getting set to meet at midfield in just a moment. For the Mules, it'll be Marcus McLean, Dante Mahaffey, along with Blaze Curry. For Carnegie Mellon, quarterback Joey McGinnis the fourth, Jacob France, Danny Moynihan, and Mitchell Stokey, the team captains. Head coaches today on Muhlenberg's sidelines, Nate Mellon. In his 7th season, 65-14 overall record. Ryan Larson in his 4th year as head coach at Carnegie Mellon, 35-6 overall record. Tartans are a team no stranger to the national profile. They lost to Mount Union in the Division III playoffs a year ago. And as I mentioned, their only 2 losses so far this year have come to nationally ranked foes. Tartan's last outing was a 44-20 victory at home over Gettysburg, as the Mules make their way out onto the field in the Cardinal red jerseys and tops. Carnegie Mellon will be in all white with the black helmets today. Carnegie Mellon located in Pittsburgh. So the Tartans making the 4.5 to 5 hour trip east. And we'll pause just a moment here for the playing of our national anthem. As we work our way to kickoff here, a reminder you can interact with the broadcast. Send me an email, muletv@muhlenberg.edu. That's muletv@muhlenberg.edu. The captains making their way to the center of the field for today's coin toss.
Any questions before we begin? Okay, Carnegie Mellon, you're the visiting team, so you get to call the opening coin toss. The helmet is heads, the conference logo is tails. Conference logo is tails, the helmet is heads. Carnegie Mellon, what is the call? Call is heads, looking for the helmet. It is the conference logo. Muhlenberg, you won the toss. You're going to defer. Carnegie Mellon, you get the ball.
Muhlenberg has won the toss. They have deferred their selection to the second half. So the Mules will kick off. The Tartans will receive to begin today's game.
Muhlenberg College would like to remind all fans that the Centennial Conference and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist conduct or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products also prohibited.
Last week's victory against McDaniel saw the Mules really doing some work on the ground. They rushed for 324 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground. Sledding seems to be a little bit tougher here today as an uptick in competition as the 16th ranked Tartans come to Scotty Wood Stadium.
Kicking off for the Mules, number 49, Nicholas D'Amico.
Nicholas D'Amico will kick off here for the Mules. Back deep to receive for Carnegie Mellon is DJ Johnson along with Nick McCullough. McCullough averaging almost 26 yards per return this season. And we're set for football. The Mules moving right to left on your screen, and we are underway. End-over-end kick. Taken a couple yards deep by Johnson in the end zone. And he is going to be swarmed under just past the 20-yard line. And that's where the Tartans will set up shop, led by quarterback Joey McGinnis, a senior from High Point, North Carolina. McGinnis with a Centennial Conference leading 1,603 yards through the air. 12 touchdown passes, just 4 interceptions. Has also rushed for 235 yards on the season. First and 10, ball at the 23 here for the Tartans as we are just underway. McGinnis, the handoff. Giacomo Valente, the junior from Houston, with the carry. Vincent Rispoli, Alex Schaefer, C.J. Newman, Jeffrey Lopez, Blaze Curry, Peyton Elliott, Thomas Cerruti, George Europe, Aaron Sylvester, Marcus McLean, and Jake Souse in the secondary round out the starting 11 here for the Mules defensively. Gain of 6 on first down as McGinnis calls his own number, and he's going to pick his way. Then he's hit hard right at the 30-yard line. As coming up and making that stop was Rispoli. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 here for the Tartans. First possession of today's game. McGinnis Dumps it out left side and pushed out of bounds. Short of the first down is Valente. A good start here for this Muhlenberg defense, forcing a 3-and-out. And the Tartans will have to punt. John Norrell will kick it away, averaging 38 yards per punt. Tommy Donnelly back to receive for the Mules. Short kick bounces at the 36. Donnelly fields it and is able to elude a few defenders and works his way across the 45. Excellent field position here for the Mules on their first possession of the day. And leading the Mules out to the field will be Dante Mahaffey at quarterback, the senior from nearby Saucon Valley High School, 997 yards through the air. 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, also over 300 yards rushing so far this season. And immediately here on the keeper, Mahaffey is swallowed up by Mitchell Stocky. Little run pass option there, and Mahaffey is thrown for a 3-yard loss. Matthew Manning, the back in the backfield with Mahaffey to start the day here for the Mules. Just underway, first possession for Muhlenberg. And we're going to have a false start here against the Mules, so back them up 5 yards. Manning still the back with Mahaffey. Aiden Mack, John Runfellow, Caleb Pasals, the receivers. And the toss is complete to Mack across the 40. Ethan Ming on the stop for Carnegie Mellon. It'll be a 3rd down and long here for the Mules. 3rd and 13. Mahaffey back to throw. Has time. Now the pocket breaks down, and it's going to be Stocky once again who applied the pressure and takes down Mahaffey for a major loss there on 3rd down. So the defenses stand tall on each team's first possession so far here today. Coming in to punt will be Sam Morris, averaging 37 yards per boot. Back deep to receive for Carnegie Mellon is Brendan McCullough. And a end kick, and it's going to take a Muhlenberg bounce, big-time bounce, inside the 25 and down at around the 22-yard line. That's where the Tartans will set up shop for their second possession of the day. Thanks to Paul and Janie watching from West Virginia. CJ Newman's grandparents tuning in. Hope you enjoy today's broadcast. They'll mark the ball at the 23. That's where McGinnis will lead this Tartan offense, and McGinnis on the keeper picks up about 2. Thomas Cerruti in on the stop for the Mules.
Brought down by Lafayette's number 58, Thomas Cerruti. By Muhlenberg's Thomas Cerruti. 2nd and 8 on the 25-yard line.
Under 10 minutes to go here, first quarter. McGinnis on a 2nd and 8. In motion is McCullough. McGinnis with time, and now he's hit and taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Vincent Rispoli again. Third and 9 for the Tartans on the 24. They need the 33 and a half, really. So it's a long 9. And we're going to have motion up front. It's going to be an even longer conversion attempt. Third and 14. Now ball marked at the 19. McGinnis tosses it left side. Has a man down there, and that is complete to Reese Kuhlke. Kuhlke down the left sidelines. Big gain there on 3rd and long as McGinnis lofted beautifully down the sidelines, and Kuhlke able to reel that one in. Kuhlke with now his 21st reception of the season. He's 4th in the Centennial Conference with 445 yards receiving on the season. 1st and 10 for the Tartans at the 46. McGinnis on the quarterback draw. And McGinnis picks his way, has a lot of running room, and he's going to be inside the 40 of the Mules. Another first down for Carnegie Mellon. George Europe finally pushed McGinnis out of bounds. So after the Kuhlke completion to 26 yards, a 17-yard quarterback run from McGinnis has the Tartans down at the Muhlenberg 37, where it's 1st and 10. In motion is Brendan McCullough. His brother Nick McCullough in there as well. And this is complete to Kuhlke. And Kuhlke is at the 25, gets up, signals a first down, and indeed it is another first down for the Tartans. Marcus McLean in on the stop. Tartans moving quickly here. McGinnis has a lot of time. Now floats it across the middle, incomplete. Late penalty marker comes in. Ineligible man downfield is the call. So that will penalize the Tartans 5 yards.
First and 15 for the Tartans at the Mule 30-yard line.
Thanks to Brian for tuning in. And this is complete to Nick McCullough. And McCullough is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Schaefer in on the tackle.
Carter Sheets. Nick McCullough. Brought down by Muhlenberg's number 3, Marcus McLean. Second and 16.
Second and 16 now. McGinnis back to throw. Has time, lofts it in the end zone, and that is incomplete. Penalty marker on the field. This is going to go against the Tartans. It is a hold against Carnegie Mellon. And that will back up the Tartans 10 yards. McGinnis really throws a beautiful football. As that one again lofted perfectly. Bracketed coverage there in the end zone by Europe. The holding penalty takes the Tartans all the way back to the 41. It'll be 2nd and 26. And a draw. McGinnis with a lot of running room, and McGinnis takes it inside the 30. So able to get back most of that penalty yardage. 5:50 and counting to go. First quarter, no score. Muhlenberg and Carnegie Mellon. 3rd and 14 from the 29. Another weapon we haven't talked about yet, Justin Caputo, preseason All-American place kicker. Has over 30 field goals made in his career for this Carnegie Mellon team. McGinnis fires. That's complete to Kulke. Kulke's going to be short of the first down. Aaron Sylvester on the coverage. And we'll see that picked up 12, so it'll be 4th and 2 from the 17. So the Tartan offense will remain out on the field. McGinnis a threat to run, as we've seen already. Valente now joins him in the backfield on 4th and 2. And it is McGinnis. He's going to take it around the corner. He'll have a first down. McGinnis, a dynamic dual threat weapon back there, and shows his speed getting around the corner to pick up the Tartan first down. Nine-play drive going here for Carnegie Mellon. 1st and 10 at the Muhlenberg 12. McGinnis back to throw. That is complete to Brendan McCullough. And McCullough will work his way close to the 10. And they'll mark it just inside the 10, so short gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Brendan McCullough, 3rd in the Centennial Conference with just under 600 yards. He's got 38 catches on the season. McGinnis now flips it to Nick McCullough on the end around. McCullough reverses field, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. Can he get to the end zone? He can. This is a Carnegie Mellon touchdown. And that was all individual effort by Nick McCullough, as that was defended well initially, but he reverses field and is able to take it in from 10 yards out. His 3rd touchdown of the season, the freshman from Venetia, Justin Caputo will attempt the extra point. It's a good snap. The kick is up. And the kick is no good. So we just sang the praises of Caputo, and he misses the extra point. And we'll take a look at the replay here as McCullough had nothing going where the play was intended to go, but reverses field and is able to outrun the Muhlenberg defense to the end zone. But the missed extra point makes it a 6-0 Carnegie Mellon lead with 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Caputo had been a perfect 21 for 21 on extra points this season.
Kicking off for Carnegie Mellon will be number 40, Noah Goddard.
Noah Goddard will kick off for the Tartans. Back deep to receive is Christopher Short and Matthew Manning. And this one will go through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 11-play, 77-yard drive for Carnegie Mellon. And the last 10 yards on an individual effort by Nick McCullough. Gives the Tartans an early 6-0 lead. Mules will try to respond here on their second possession of the day. First and 10 at the 25. Mahaffey, the give to Runfellow on the end around, and that's going to be sniffed out right away.
John Runfellow on the carry. That's by Carnegie Mellon's number 10, Leighton Tarkey.
Leighton Tarkey on the stop there for the Tartans. Loss of 1, second and 11 from the 24. Mahaffey rolls right, and another end around. Pasals on the carry, but again stopped for not much gain. Jacob Franz on the stop. Third and 11 now from the 24. Mahaffey back to throw, has time, fires too high and incomplete. Had an open receiver as Nordek set up shop just past the marker, but Mahaffey unable to connect. And the Mules will have to punt it away.
Hunting for Muhlenberg will be number 98, Sam Morris. Deep for the Tartans, number 25, Kevin McCullough.
Sam Morris will kick it away here for the Mules. And a fair catch called for and made at the 47-yard line as Brendan McCullough able to reel that one in. Great field position here for the Tartans, coming off that 77-yard touchdown drive. So the Muhlenberg offense had to get untracked here this afternoon. Defense will have to step up once again here on a short field for the Tartans. McGinnis back to throw, flips it out. That is complete to Valente. And Valente will be tackled in Muhlenberg territory. Peyton Elliott on the stop. Tartans moving quickly. 2nd and 5 from the Muhlenberg 48. It's Valente on the carry. And Valente drags tackler a little bit. And he will be very close to a Carnegie Mellon first down. C.J. Newman on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the 44. McGinnis joined by Valente in the backfield, and Valente on the carry. And I think with the second effort, he will have enough for a Tartan first down. And he will. Clock ticking down in this opening quarter, 20 seconds and counting. McGinnis will snap it, thought about throwing deep. He's going to keep it, and he's hit hard. As coming up from his secondary spot was George Europe to upend McGinnis. The clock ticks down, and that will end the first quarter of play. It's the score, Carnegie Mellon 6, Muhlenberg nothing. Be back in just a moment here on Mule TV. Welcome back to Scotty Wood Stadium, Frank Marino Field. Matt Height here for Mule TV, part of the Centennial Conference Digital Network. Again, set for the beginning of quarter number 2. Muhlenberg taking on 16th ranked Carnegie Mellon. Tartans with a 6-0 lead. A Nick McCullough touchdown and missed extra point, the scoring so far today, but the Tartans on the move again as they'll have it 2nd down and 6 from the Muhlenberg 39-yard line.
Tartan football to start the second quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 39-yard line of Muhlenberg.
In motion is Nick McCullough. McGinnis will toss it out to McCullough, and making a tackle was Souse coming up to tackle McCullough around the ankles, and had McCullough got around Souse, the field was open. Could have picked up many more yards, so good tackle right there from the Mules. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 from the 39. McGinnis rolls to his right, now fires too high, intended for Coolkey, and that is incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Tartans will bring in the punt team. Thought they might go for it with the ball on the 39, but instead they will bring in John Norrell to kick it away, or at least the lineup to kick it away. And Norrell does boot it. And it takes a Carnegie Mellon bounce. Let's see what they rule here. It's down at the 1. Thought maybe it bounced inside the 1 yard line, but they will mark it right at the 1. So a terrific job by Norrell. So you wonder if that's something where they'll take another look at it. The officials discussing, as this ball is marked literally on the 4-inch line.
Correction, the ball was illegally touched at the half-yard line. It was down at the 1.5. It will be first down for Muhlenberg at the 1.5-yard line.
All right, so they'll rule it was touched at the 1.5-yard line. Gives the Mules at least a little bit of breathing room. Mahaffey back to throw. In trouble, now tosses it out, and this is almost intercepted. As that was dangerous. Connor Warren nearly coming up with that interception. Second and 10 for the Mules. Above all, you have to protect the football down here when you're backed up to the shadow of your own goal line. Mahaffey back to throw again. Now he's flushed out to the right, tosses it complete. And that is John Runfellow. And Mahaffey is hurt behind the play. So while they tend to Dante Mahaffey, we will take a break. Back in a moment here on Mule TV. Mahaffey able to walk off the field under his own power. And in at quarterback will be Luke Spang, the sophomore from right here in Allentown out of Parkland High School. 22 of 40, 289 yards on the season for Spang. First and 10 for the Mules at their own 15. Following that completion to Runfellow, Spang will take it himself and work across the 20. It'll be a second down and about 5.
Game of 4 brings up second and 6 from the 21-yard line.
Spang back to throw. Flips it out complete to Manning. And Manning close to the 30. That'll be good enough for a Muhlenberg first down. Jacob Franz on the stop for Carnegie Mellon. Mules have it first and 10 at their 29-yard line. Manning on the carry, and he'll take it for about 3 up to the 32. Manning, the senior from Park Ridge, New Jersey. 257 yards on the ground, 8 touchdowns on the season. On the ground is another receiving touchdown to go with that as well. Spang to throw, looks deep, has run flow down there, it's complete! Inside the 30, Luke Spang with a deep connection to Runfellow. And that'll be into Carnegie Mellon territory. Jacob Franz on the defense that time. Officials getting together to
There is no foul on the play. There's not interference. The individual is not a member of the team. Result of the play is a first down.
They discussed that as a possible sideline warning, but no warning is called. "42-yard completion from Spang to Runfellow makes it a 1st and 10. Here's Manning inside the 25. Bennett Grace on the stop.
Second and 7 on the Carnegie Mellon 24-yard line. 23-yard line.
Second down and 7 from the Tartan 23. Spang back to throw. Has time. Fires across the middle, and that is tipped and almost intercepted. And a late penalty marker comes in. Runfellow a little slow getting up. Looks to be okay. See what the call is as the officials get together.
Personal foul. Targeting. Defense number 11.
So they're going to call a personal foul targeting call against Carnegie Mellon here, as Ty Mann picks up the flag, and the officials will get together to review, as they do with all targeting calls. They'll take a look at the video. As that time Spang threw into what ended up being triple coverage. The ball tipped around and almost intercepted, but then the late flag for the targeting violation comes in, and the officials will talk it over. Gives us a chance to take a look at the Centennial Conference standings on the season. Johns Hopkins atop the conference. Perfect 6-0 overall. They are 3-0 in the Centennial. Franklin and Marshall, who you might remember a couple weeks ago, defeated the Mules by a point. They're 5-1, also 3-0. And then these two teams battling for third place currently. Muhlenberg and Carnegie Mellon, both 2-1. In the Centennial, followed by Ursinus and Dickinson, McDaniel and Gettysburg rounding out the standings. while we continue to review the call in the field, which was targeting. Called against Ty Mann. Speaking of Johns Hopkins, atop the Centennial, the Blue Jays come to town here in Allentown next week for a showdown, which is always a great ball game when Muhlenberg and Johns Hopkins get together as of late. Muhlenberg rounds out the regular season with a trip to Gettysburg and then home finale here against Dickinson on November the 15th. Carnegie Mellon, meanwhile, has 3 of its last 4 on the road as they take on Dickinson, home against Franklin and Marshall, then at Ursinus to end the season. .11:02 to go in this second quarter. Tartans with a 6-0 lead.
After further review, there is no foul for targeting. The referee ordered him to put 10. He was third down from the 23-yard line.
So following the review, they will negate the targeting call and the personal foul. So the Mules will face a third down. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the 23-yard line. Spang still in there at quarterback. And he's going to take it himself, but he is buried underneath an avalanche of Tartans. Leighton Tarkey was the first to get a hand on Spang, and he's thrown for a loss. Back to the 27-yard line, loss of 4. Fourth and 11 for the Mules, just a little bit out of field goal range. So the offense will remain out on the field. Spang back to throw. Has plenty of time. Still has time. Can't find anyone. Rolls to his right. Now he throws back across his body. That is complete for a apparent Muhlenberg first down. As Runfellow is very close to the marker. And I think we're going to get a penalty flag as well. It is a roughing the passer call against Carnegie Mellon. So the Mules convert the first down and can tack on some penalty yardage as well. So the Mules in business now, 1st and goal at the 6. Manning the back with Spang. And the give is to Manning, and Manning is knocked down by Connor Warren after a short gain. Second and goal from the 4. Spang, play action fake. He's going to take it himself. Dive for the pylon. And he is in for a Muhlenberg touchdown. Luke Spang, 4 yards. And with an extra point, the Mules can take the lead. An impressive drive by the Mules. With the injury to quarterback Mahaffey, Luke Spang able to get a long completion to run flow to kind of get things going on that drive. It's a good snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And we'll see the replay here as Spang kind of had a run-pass option there and saw the pylon and kept it himself and took it in for the 4-yard score. 11 plays, 98 yards on the drive. You remember the Mules were backed up to the shadow of their own goal line. Quarterback Mahaffey was banged up and had to leave the game. Mules lead 7-6, 9:17 to go in this first half.
Deep for Carnegie Mellon. Number 5, Will Bauman. And number 14, Nick McCullough.
Nick McCullough back deep to receive for Carnegie Mellon, along with Will Bauma as well. And this one will be fielded by McCullough at his 1-yard line. McCullough has room down the right sidelines and a good return. He's knocked out of bounds, and here comes a flag. 3 flags. This is going to be a personal foul against Muhlenberg, so he can tack on 15 more yards to the McCullough return.
Penalty marker on the play.
This will set up the Tartans in excellent field position.
You're on the same side as us right now, yeah? Yeah, I think that makes it, I think it's a little better when you're on this side. So try to say you're again.
Official still discussing the penalty here. Looked like a fairly cut and dry penalty on the Mules, but the discussion continues.
There are fouls by both teams. During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block. Receiving team number 33, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. After the play, personal foul, letting it out of bounds. Kicking team number 6. That 15-yard penalty will also be enforced. It will be first down for Carnegie Mellon.
And that's the reason for the discussion. Multiple fouls, including a blindside block called against the Tartans, and also the late hit out of bounds on the return against Muhlenberg. So both of those penalties will be marked off. They're not offsetting per se. So this ball will be marked at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 Tartans from their own 32-yard line.
McGinnis in the shotgun here. Play action fake. Wanted to go deep, instead dumps it out short to Bauma. And Bauma picks up a couple. Gain of 4.
Carnegie Mellon, 36-yard line.
McGinnis the give to Bauma, and Bauma is swallowed up by Cerruti. It'll bring up a 3rd down. So far on the day, Carnegie Mellon 2 for 5 on 3rd down conversion attempts. 3rd and 6 from the 36. Mules showing a little pressure here on this 3rd down. McGinnis takes the snap. He's going to go deep down the right sidelines, and that is incomplete. Catch is made by McCullough, but out of bounds. As Brendan McCullough able to reel it in, but unable to stay in bounds. And the Muhlenberg defense comes up big once again. Norrell will punt it away. Donnelly back deep to receive for the Mules. And this one is returnable. Donnelly takes that to 20. Round left side, across the 30, across the 35. Good return from Tommy Donnelly.
Donnelly pushed out of bounds by Tartan player number 15, Avery Campbell. It'll be 1st and 10, Muhlenberg at the Mules' 35-yard line.
Luke Spang still in there at quarterback. We saw Mahaffey getting retaped. Has his helmet and shoulder pads back on, but so far Spang will remain in there at quarterback for the Mules. Spang back to throw, rolls right, fires deep, has run flow in double coverage, and comes back to try to make the catch. And just can't do it. Broken up by Mann. Jacob Franz in there on the coverage as well. Midway through quarter number 2 here from Allentown, 7:29 to go. Mules lead 7-6. 2nd down and 10. Spang back to throw and fires low and incomplete. That one intended for Aiden Mack. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Mules need the 45-yard line to pick up a 1st down. Spang rolls right, fires, incomplete. That one broken up by Mann. And a very rapid 3 and out, 3 incompletions that time for the Mules. Sam Morris will kick it away. Brendan McCullough back deep to receive for Carnegie Mellon. Morris gets off a good one, and McCullough will call for the fair catch inside his own 30. Ball's going to be marked at the close to the 27-yard line for the Tartans. 38-yard punt from Morris.
1st and 10 Tartan at the Carnegie Mellon 27-yard line.
McGinnis back to throw, and that is complete to Kuhlke, and Kuhlke breaks the tackle. He'll have enough for a Tartan 1st down. A reminder, you can interact with the broadcast. Send me an email, muletv@muhlenberg.edu. That's MULETV at muhlenberg.edu.
First and 10, Tartans at their own 38-yard line.
Gain of 11 there on first down. McGinnis back to throw. Fires. And that is dropped in and out of the hands of the normally sure-handed Brendan McCullough. Mules catch a break there. It'll be second down and 10. Breeze starting to pick up a little bit here at Scotty Wood Stadium.
Second and 10 from the 30.
But a beautiful late October day here in the Lehigh Valley. McGinnis, designed run, following his blocker, but up to make the stop is Thomas Cerruti. And McGinnis is dropped at the 40. Gain of 2, so it'll be a third down and 8. Clock ticks, 6:10 and counting to go, first half. McGinnis back to throw. And McGinnis, under pressure, able to elude the sack attempt. Now goes deep, and that is caught. Reeled in by Luka Katutu. And Katuta able to leap over the Muhlenberg defender and reel it in. Katuta's first catch of the day. McGinnis working quickly, lofts that one, had an open receiver, and that was Katuta again. Incomplete.
Defending the play for the Mules, number 3, Marcus McLean. Second and 10 on the Muhlenberg 27-yard line.
33-yard completion to Katuta on that third down. It'll be second down here and 10 at the Muhlenberg 27. Some pre-snap motion here. This is going to go against the Tartans. It's going to be a false start. We'll back up Carnegie Mellon 5 yards as the clock will be set back to 5:22. Second and 15 from the 32. The give is to Valente. Valente leaps over a defender, hit hard. The ball is loose. They're going to say that it was recovered by Carnegie Mellon. Andy Champ able to fall on that one after Valente fumbled the ball there after the leap. 3rd and 8 from the 25. McGinnis back to throw, dumps it out. That's complete to Nick McCullough, and McCullough will be dropped at around the 24, so gain of only 1. Peyton Elliott on the stop, and this will bring up a field goal attempt by Justin Caputo. Mentioned Caputo, a preseason All-American. He's 7 of 12 on the season, long of 41. This will be a 42-yard attempt to give Carnegie Mellon the lead. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Caputo able to make amends for that missed extra point as he nails a 42-yard field goal to give the Tartans now a 9-7 lead with just under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Eight-play, 48-yard drive that time by Carnegie Mellon gives them the lead. McGinnis on the day is 12 out of 16, 106 yards.
Deep for Muhlenberg, our number 2, Christopher Short, and number 32, Matthew Manning.
Short and Manning back deep to receive again for the Mules.
Noah Goddard.
Noah Goddard will kick it away for the Tartans. And this one's going to be taken by Short, half a yard deep, and he is cut down at the 15.
Gets the ball up past the 15-yard line. Tucked away there by Carnegie Mellon's number 23, Cooper Rummel.
Nice job on the special teams as Cooper Rummel able to make the stop. So the Mules will officially get the football. They'll mark close to the 17-yard line. Spang still in there at quarterback.
Muhlenberg, 17-yard line.
Give to Manning, and Manning
Number 32 for Muhlenberg.
picks his way for about 3.
Tackle made by Carnegie Mellon's number 78, Lucas Hazard.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining,
3 of 3
as well as the 2-minute
on the Muhlenberg.
timeout coming up in about a minute and a half. Spang. Little flare screen to Runfellow, and
Number 18,
Runfellow takes it across the 25.
tackle made by number 98 for Carnegie Mellon, Gabe Bonnet. First down, Mule.
And that's going to be enough for a Muhlenberg first down
First and 10 on the Muhlenberg 27-yard line.
as the clock ticks under 3 minutes to go, first half. Runfellow now 4 receptions, 77 yards on the day, and Manning is hit hard and pushed back
Number 32, Matthew Manning with the football. Met by Carnegie Mellon's number 10.
after a
Starkey.
very short gain.
Gain of the yard, brings up second and 9. Muhlenberg 28.
They'll officially give Manning a yard on that first down carry, so it'll be second down and 9. Mules don't have to run a play before the 2-minute timeout, and it looks like they won't. 2 minutes to go, first half. It's Carnegie Mellon 9, Muhlenberg 7. Back in a moment here on Mule TV. Back here in Allentown, 2 minutes to go, first half. Muhlenberg will have a second down and 9 at their own 28-yard line. In motion is Runfellow, and he'll take the snap around left side. Runfellow gets a block, and I believe we're going to get a marker on the call, so this is going to come back. So he got a block, but it was of the illegal variety.
Holding, offense, number 88. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay second down.
And it is going to be a hold against the Mules, so that'll back them up 10 yards. Wipes out the first down. Ball will be marked down at the 22-yard line, so it'll be second down and 15. Spang back to throw. Spang now in trouble, and he's swallowed up. Back at the 15. Timeout, Tartans. Bennett Grace on the stop there. Mitchell Stocky as well on the sack of Spang. And the Tartans call their first timeout of the day. No, of the first half.
Thank you for the pizza. Thank you.
When we resume, it'll be second down and long. Or third down, excuse me, and long for the Mules.
Third and 22 for the Mules at their own 15-yard line.
Third and 22 from the 15. See if the Mules play this one conservatively. Spang will look to throw, rolls to his right, and he is going to be taken down.
Spang brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Carnegie Mellon's number 15.
Logan Armstrong on the sack. And a second timeout called here by the Tartans as they figure to get some good field position. So not a good possession there for the Mules, really. The hold set them back. And back-to-back sacks will make it a 4th and 23 from their own 14. As the Tartans figure to get pretty good field position here after the punt. Sam Morris will kick this one away.
Coming on the punt for the Mules, number 98, Sam Morris. Deep for Carnegie Mellon, number 25, Brendan McCullough.
Brendan McCullough will stand right around midfield to field this punt as Morris will kick from his own end zone. Tartan showing some pressure here. And there's movement up front. And this will go against the Mules. Will likely go against the Mules, I should say. Officials talking it over. Question is, were they drawn offsides? Carnegie Mellon clearly in the neutral zone at the snap. And it is going to go against the Tartans here after the discussion. So a 5-yard penalty against Carnegie Mellon. Makes it 4th and 18. So a little bit more room for Morris to deal with to kick it to McCullough. Tartans again showing some pressure. And Morris gets this one off cleanly. High end-over-end kick. Fielded by McCullough at his own 48. 1:34 to go in this first half. Tartan still with one timeout. Muhlenberg will receive the second half kickoff. Tartan's trying to add some points here before the end of this first half. Bunch formation to the left. Now in motion is Moynihan. McGinnis back to throw. He's going to fire deep down the sidelines. That is caught but out of bounds by Nick McCullough. Jake Souse on the coverage. Second and 10. 1:28 to go. McGinnis back to throw. Fires left side. That's complete to Kuhlke. Kuhlke spun out of bounds, but that'll be enough for a first down. Jeffrey Lopez on the coverage. First and 10 at the Muhlenberg 38, 1:24 to go. Plenty of time for McGinnis and company to work with. Fires down the right sidelines. That is out of bounds. Intended for Brendan McCullough.
Pass intended for number 25, Brendan McCullough. Defended by Muhlenberg's number 2, Aaron Sylvester. Second and 10 on the Mule 38.
Second and 10. 1:19 to go. McGinnis rolls right. Fires deep across the middle. This is almost intercepted. As that was George Europe coming from his safety spot.
Intended for number 14, Nate Hoskins. Broken up. Intended for number 14, Nick McCullough. Broken up by Muhlenberg's number 1, George Europe. And that'll bring up
Third and 10 from the 38. McGinnis back to throw. Has time, pats it, fires down the right sidelines, has a man, that is complete, and that is going to be a Carnegie Mellon touchdown. As reeling that one in is Luca Katuda. Katuda on the third down, huge play with 1:04 to go in this first half. Great throw by McGinnis, and Katuda goes up high to snatch that one and reel it in. .38-yard touchdown. Caputo will attempt the extra point here. And a whistle and a timeout called by the Mules. So the Tartans lead 15-7. We'll take a look here at the touchdown. Katuda had single coverage there down the right sidelines. McGinnis took the chance, and completion pays off for a Tartan touchdown. McGinnis now 14 for 21, 157 yards and a touchdown here in this first half. Katuda 2 catches, 71 yards, and that 38-yard score. Carnegie Mellon now with 227 yards of total offense, is 92 for the Mules. As Caputo will attempt the extra point here. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. It's a good snap. Kick is up and good. 1:04 to play, first half. It's Carnegie Mellon 16 and Muhlenberg 7. Goddard will kick off for the Tartans. Short and Manning back deep to receive for Muhlenberg. Mules still have 2 timeouts to work with. And this will be taken by Short at the goal line. Short fumbles the football, able to fall back on it. Just shy of the 20-yard line is where the Mules will set up here. Likely the final possession of this first half, 57 seconds to go. See how aggressive Nate Mellon wants to be.
First and 10, Mules on the Muhlenberg 18-yard line.
Spang back to throw. Spang fires across the middle, nearly intercepted. Getting the hand on that one was Robert Sturgis.
Defending the play, number 30, Robert Sturgis. The play with Mellon.
Second down and 10 from the 18. Spang gives to Schaefer Knights, and Schaefer Knights takes it to the 20. Clock runs, so that'll likely end the aggressiveness there from Nate Mellon after that first down near interception. About a 6-second difference between the game clock and the play clock, so the Mules will have to run a play here. Nate Mellon might run the play clock down and call a timeout, and that is what he's going to do with 5 seconds on the game clock.
Muhlenberg takes the second timeout of the
Last 2 minutes of this half has taken about 15 minutes in real time. Just 5 seconds left on the game clock here. Mules trail 16-7, but they will get the football to begin half number 2.
Mules from the Muhlenberg 21-yard line.
3rd and 7 from the 21. Spang is going to roll to his right. Fire incomplete, intended for Runfellow, and that will end half number 1.
This is the end of the first half of play.
So one half of football in the books here from Scotty Wood Stadium. Mules trail the Tartans. It's Carnegie Mellon 16, Muhlenberg 7. We'll be back with some first half stats in just a little while, followed by second half action right here on Mule TV.
Our community is really drawn together by values and traditions. Those traditions have changed and grown over time, and in fact, they evolve and are shaped by you all. This year's orientation theme is rock and roll. Get ready to rock and roll. Something that's bold, intrepid, action, right? Thump and beat here. Getting out of your comfort zone. And all of that is inherent to the liberal arts and to the Muhlenberg experience. And there's no question that each and every one of you is embarking on a journey right now. I am just thrilled to be on this journey with you. Welcome home, welcome to Muhlenberg.
Putting on that Muhlenberg jersey means a lot. I mean, it's not just playing for the guys in the locker room and on the team, but playing for the guys before me when I was a freshman, the seniors, the fifth years, and just all the alumni in general.
Brotherhood here at Muhlenberg is different. I would say it's different at every college, but it's special here.
So the three core values we go by are dig in, championship climb, and one heartbeat, just to get one step better and improve our game throughout the season.
So what makes Muhlenberg football special is as soon as you step on campus, you have 120 brothers who are automatically your best friends. It's a battle out there every time you step out there, and you know your brothers beside you are going to fight as hard as you are. And it comes with the territory. If you want to win, if you want to be great, then you have to.
Booker under pressure. Oh, he fumbled it. It's a strip, a steal, and rumbling inside the 10. Thomas Cerruti.
Knapsack. Shot. Scores! Mules get on the board!
He's back in. He's looking to throw, rolling right at the sideline, lobs it up. It is intercepted in the end zone.
Waiting for him here.
Well, Knights, he is, as we said, a dual sport athlete. That was like one of those, maybe he's working on the...
Radio, shot, deflected, save!
Booker under pressure. Oh, he fumbled it. It's a strip, a steal, and rumbling inside the 10. Thomas Cerruti.
Mitchell with another one-on-one shot. Long shot from distance, and Klingener saves the shot.
Welcome back to Scotty Wood Stadium, Frank Marino Field, here on the campus of Muhlenberg College in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'm Matt Height for Mule TV, part of the Centennial Conference Digital Network here on MuhlenbergSports.com. We are at halftime. Carnegie Mellon with a 16-7 lead over the Mules of Muhlenberg. Take a look at some first half statistics. Bit of a grim picture offensively for the Mules. They ran 30 plays in that first half, just 95 total yards. Through the air, Dante Mahaffey, before leaving with an injury, 2 for 4, 17 yards. Luke Spang, 4 for 10 for 72 yards on the day. John Runfellow reeled in 4 catches for 77 yards in that first half. Muhlenberg really unable to get any traction on the ground. Matthew Manning, 5 carries for 12 yards, leading the way for Muhlenberg. For Carnegie Mellon, they ran 35 plays, good for 227 yards in that opening half. Most of the damage through the air as
At McDaniel, it's Dickinson trailing McDaniel 7-0 in the second quarter.
Joey McGinnis, 14 for 21 through the air, 157 yards and a touchdown. Also had 8 carries for 42 yards. Nick McCullough with a rushing touchdown in that first half. In terms of receiving for this Carnegie Mellon team, Reese Kulke led the way, 5 receptions, 74 yards. Luca Katuda with 2 receptions, 71 yards, including the big 38-yard touchdown reception in that first half. Mules really have done a good job on Brendan McCullough. Came into the game with it 3rd in the Centennial Conference in receiving yards. Held him in check, just 1 reception for 2 yards. But this Carnegie Mellon team has so many weapons at its disposal, and we're seeing that kind of bear out here in this first half. So getting set for the second half. We'll take a very short break. Be back in just a moment with second half kickoff here on Mule TV. Back here in Allentown, getting set for second half kickoff. The Mules will receive to open up play here in this second half. Christopher Short and Matthew Manning back deep to receive. A reminder, you can interact with the broadcast. Send me an email, muletv@muhlenberg.edu. That's muletv@muhlenberg.edu. Noah Goddard will kick off for Carnegie Mellon. Muhlenberg moving left to right on your screen. And the kick is through the back of the end zone. And it'll be Luke Spang in at quarterback as Dante Mahaffey getting his shoulder iced up, unfortunately, on the sidelines. He appears to be done for the day. So the sophomore from here in Allentown will try to lead this comeback against the Tartans. First and 10 from the 25 to give to Matthew Manning. And Manning will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Mellon's number 98, Dave Bryant.
Mules working quickly here.
Number 25.
Spang throws complete to Mack. Aiden Mack with his first reception of the day. His 13th catch on the season. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Spang rolls right, fires, complete to Runfellow. And Runfellow is going to have enough for a Muhlenberg first down. So a good job by Spang rolling out of the pocket and firing a strike to Runfellow. First possession of half number 2 here for Muhlenberg. Spang back to throw. Goes deep to Runfellow and double coverage incomplete. A lot of contact. No call. Jacob Franz in on the coverage. Ethan Ming also in there. Some Mules have tried that seam shot to Runfellow a few times today. Worked once. Had the deep completion. 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Spang on the keeper and able to stay on his feet. Good gain of close to 8. Call it 3rd and a long 2. Spang back to throw. Complete out of the backfield. That's Manning, and Manning's going to have a first down. They're going to mark it right at the marker. Okay, it is enough for a first down. Called that one a little bit too early as they moved the spot back just a little bit. But it is enough for a Mule first down. So back-to-back 3rd down conversions here. Spang across the middle, incomplete. Intended for Nordek. 12:25 to go, 3rd quarter, first possession of this half for Muhlenberg, trying to inch a little closer here. Here's a trail by 9. Spang back to throw. Complete. Runfellow breaking tackles, hit hard. Spang took a big shot that time, trying to gather himself a little bit. Good job by Runfellow to break some tackles. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Mules. Ten seconds on the play clock here. Spang will keep it himself. He'll have the first down and a couple more. So Spang shakes off getting banged up a little bit, and he'll pick up the Muhlenberg first down. So 3 consecutive third down conversions here for the Mules on their first possession of the second half. Spang rolls right, fires back across the field, incomplete. Mack tried to reel that one in. It was a little behind him.
Second and 10 from the 41-yard line.
Second and 10 from the Carnegie Mellon 41. 11-12 to go, third quarter. Spang. Pass is complete. Penalty marker on the play. I think this is going to go against the Mules.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield. Offense. I got a penalty. Third down.
It is an illegal formation call against Muhlenberg.
Correction. It is second down.
So that'll penalize the Mules 5 yards. Makes it a second down and 15 from the Tartan 46. Spang. Complete to Manning, and Manning is going to be thrown for a loss. Tried to swing it to Manning out of the backfield. The looping pass behind the line of scrimmage enabled the defense to get in there and make the stop. So it's going to be third and very long here for the Mules. Loss of 5. It'll be third and 19. Spang fires. That is complete to Caleb Pasals. So we'll see if it's enough yardage to maybe go for it. I don't think so, as it looks like the punting group is making their way out onto the field. So a promising drive bogs down, and the Mules will have to kick it away. Sam Morris to kick it to Brendan McCullough, who's standing back at his 10-yard line. And McCullough calls for a fair catch just outside the 15. They'll mark it right at the 17-yard line. 9:39 to go, third quarter. Tartan's up 16-7.
First and 10, Carnegie Mellon at its own 18-yard line.
Joey McGinnis under center here for the first possession of half number 2 for Carnegie Mellon, and McGinnis is going to tuck this one and run. McGinnis rounds the corner. Penalty markers come in. This is going to be against the Tartans here for in blocking it back or a hold. And it is a hold against Carnegie Mellon, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. This will be marked down at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. McGinnis fires right side. That is complete to Brendan McCullough. And McCullough able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 5 as Aaron Sylvester is in on the tackle. They'll say gain of 7, so 2nd down and 8. McGinnis fires across the middle, incomplete. That was intended again for Brendan McCullough. It'll bring up a 3rd and long here for the Tartans, 3rd and 8. Carnegie Mellon 4 for 9 on 3rd down so far today. McGinnis back to throw, rolls right, and under pressure, incomplete. And the Mules defense stands tall. Should be rewarded with good field position here. Sylvester and Cerruti applying the pressure on McGinnis that time. Did not have enough time to get rid of the football. Norrell back deep to kick. Donnelly stands at his own 45. Short wobbly kick takes a bounce, and Donnelly is swarmed under. Making that play was Ethan Ming on special teams for the Tartans. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41 for Luke Spang in this Mules offense. Mack in motion. And the give is to Isaac Schaefer-Knights. And he'll pick his way close to the 45. Gain of 4 on 1st down for Schaefer-Knights. Spang, play action fake, rolls, now dumps it complete to Runflow. Runflow is buried immediately out of bounds. Short gain. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Mules. Schaefer-Knights the back. He'll get the call, and he's going to be tackled immediately. Mitchell Stocky again in on the stop. He's been a force here today. Muhlenberg looking to go quickly here on 4th down. Play action fake. And the little dump off is complete. This is going to be enough for a 1st down. Caden Rep with his first reception of the day. Neat little call there on 4th down as Nate Millen keeps the up-tempo going, and little bootleg, and Spang able to complete it to Rep. Puts the Mules into Carnegie Mellon territory. 1st and 10 at the 48. Spang back to throw. Has time, fires across the middle, and that is Mack, who can't come up with it. And penalty marker back at the line of scrimmage. And this is going to be a hold against the Mules, so back them up 10 yards. 5th penalty for Muhlenberg today. First and 20 at the 42. Following the 10-yard holding penalty. Spang dumps it out to Runfellow. Has a little bit of room to run. He's close to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 6. 2nd and 14. Spang gets rid of it to Schaefer Knights, and going nowhere that time. Leighton Tarkey on the stop for Carnegie Mellon. Gabe Bonnet there as well. Loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Mules. Back to throw. Spang fires. Complete. Pasals. And Pasals breaks a tackle. He's inside the 35. What an adjustment by Caleb Pasals, who reached behind him, able to snatch that ball and break a tackle and pick up the third down conversion on 3rd and long. Spang fires incomplete. Mack, the intended receiver. 4:37 to go, 3rd quarter. Mules still trail 16-7. No scoring so far in this 3rd quarter of play. The give is to J.R. Wally. And Wally on his first carry of the day picks up 5. Makes it a much more manageable 3rd down conversion attempt here. 3rd and 5 from the 25. Spang back to throw, fires. That is tipped and incomplete. Looking for Wally out of the backfield. Stokey again able to affect the play there. Brings up 4th down now, 4th and 5. Mules need the Tartan 20. Play clock at 3. Spang back to throw. Complete to Wally, but he's going to be short of a 1st down. Ethan Ming and Jacob Franz made sure that Wally was unable to reach the marker. So an 11-play drive results in no points that time as the Carnegie Mellon defense stands tall.
First and 10, Carnegie Mellon at its own 25-yard line.
Tartans will take over at their own 25. And this pass too low from McGinnis and incomplete. Pass intended for Bauma.
Number 26, Peyton Elliott. Second and 10 from the Carnegie Mellon 26-yard line.
Second down and 10. McGinnis back to throw. Deep down the left sidelines, and that is complete. Hauled in by Brendan McCullough on a beautiful pitch and catch. McCullough with a fingertip catch, able to keep his feet in as well. Nicely done for the Tartans. And they work their way into Muhlenberg territory. Ball be marked at the Mule 44. 3:15 to go, third quarter. McGinnis is going to run for it, and he'll head out of bounds near the 42.
Giving chase was Muhlenberg's number 22, Jeffrey Lopez.
Jeffrey Lopez forced McGinnis out of bounds. Second and 8. Nick McCullough in motion. McGinnis deep down the right sideline has a man. That is going to be complete inside the 10. Brendan McCullough on the catch. And I said at halftime they've kept Brendan McCullough under wraps for the most part, but having a big third quarter here. It's going to be first and goal for the Tartans.
First and goal for Carnegie Mellon at the Muhlenberg 6-yard line.
36-yard completion that time to Brendan McCullough. Nick McCullough in motion here on first down. McGinnis just tosses it to Bauma at the last second. And Bauma's going to work his way very close to the goal line. That was kind of a desperation pass there as McGinnis nearly sacked. But Bauma able to bring it in.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Second and goal from the Muhlenberg 2. McGinnis under center. Rolls to his right. Has a man wide open in the end zone. Incomplete. That was Brendan McCullough. A little bit of a miscommunication that time between McGinnis and McCullough, as that would have been an easy score. McCullough was by himself. Third down and goal. The Mules can somehow keep Tartans out of the end zone here. That would be huge with 1:05 to go in this third quarter. McGinnis is going to take it himself, and he will plow into the end zone for a Carnegie Mellon touchdown. makes the score 22-7. As the Tartans go 8 plays, make that 7 plays, 76 yards. Caputo will attempt the extra point. Try to make this a 16-point game. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:01 to go in the third quarter, it's Carnegie Mellon 23, Muhlenberg 7.
Carnegie Mellon 23, Muhlenberg 7.
See McGinnis, this was a called run the entire way. And McGinnis able to get into the end zone to extend the Carnegie Mellon lead.
Johns Hopkins leads Gettysburg in the second quarter, 28-0. And at McDaniel, the score is now McDaniel 13, Dickinson 7 in the second quarter.
Short and Manning back deep to receive for Muhlenberg. They'll await the Goddard kickoff. Little pooch kick, and this one is fielded at about the 33-yard line.
That's Muhlenberg's Danny Cullen.
Thank you.
Muhlenberg offense needs to get something going here, trailing by 16 with exactly 1 minute to go in this third quarter. Spang on the design run. And he's up to about the 38, gain of close to 4.
Met there by Carnegie Mellon's number 11 timeout. Second and 5 at the Bull 39.
Spang back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. First in there was Avery Campbell. And this will likely end the third quarter. 5 seconds and counting. Spang does run a play here before the end of the quarter. That is complete. And spinning away is Pasals. And he'll have a Muhlenberg first down. And that will end quarter number 3. So the Mules trying to get something going here. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in a moment. It's Carnegie Mellon 23, Muhlenberg 7 here on Mule TV. Back here at Scotty Wood Stadium, Frank Marino Field, getting you set for fourth quarter action. It'll be 1st and 10 for Muhlenberg at the 38-yard line of Carnegie Mellon. Manning on the carry, right side. Manning making some moves. He's inside the 25. And that's going to be a Muhlenberg first down. Ming able to finally bring down Manning. Spang rolls left. Has time. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Spang down the left sidelines, inside the 10 and out of bounds. And that's going to be enough for another Muhlenberg first down. Mules trailing by 16 here, early fourth quarter. We've seen some comebacks before here at Scotty Wood Stadium this season. Spang to give to Manning. Manning reverses field. Manning open field, and he'll have a Muhlenberg touchdown. Matthew Manning from 8 yards out. And we've got a ball game here. Mules will go for 2, trying to make this an 8-point game. Six-play, 66-yard drive for Muhlenberg. Trying to cut this to a one-possession game with this conversion attempt. Schaefer Knights the back alongside Spang. In motion is Pasals. Spang rolls right. Now he's going to look back to the left, has a man wide open, and that's going to be complete. Caden Rep. And the 2-point conversion is successful. Makes it 23-15 on a beautifully designed conversion. Pass as Spang rolled to the right, misdirected the defense. And here's a look at the Manning touchdown. Matthew Manning's 9th rushing touchdown. And here's a look at the 2-point conversion as Spang, the throwback to Rep, works perfectly. And we've got a brand new game here as the Mules trail by 8. Still plenty of time left as the fourth quarter is just underway. Kick comes down to Nick McCullough, 1 yard deep. And McCullough has some room left side. Across the 20. Muhlenberg defense called upon here again to get a stop. Clouds have rolled in here to Allentown. Temperature is noticeably cooler than when the sun was out. McGinnis on the design keeper, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Penalty flag comes in. This is likely going to go against the offense. Officials discussing the penalty here. Illegal block in the back, the call. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Tartans. First and 20, ball marked back at the 13-yard line. McGinnis, quarterback draw again, and McGinnis is tackled for a loss. Jake Souse able to take down the speedy McGinnis before he could get around the corner. It's a loss of 4. Be second down and 24. McGinnis back to throw. Now rolls to his left. Fires incomplete. Brendan McCullough, the intended receiver. 3rd and 24. Carnegie Mellon 5 for 11 on 3rd down, but this is by far the longest they've had to go to get to the sticks. Muhlenberg crowd getting into it here at Scotty Wood Stadium. Sideline trying to pump up crowd as well. And just a simple handoff here to Valente, and Valente pushed out of bounds. So the Muhlenberg defense does its job. And they'll get the ball back to the offense. 12:15 and counting to go, 4th quarter. Mules trail by 8. Muhlenberg figures to get pretty good field position here. Donnelly awaits the kick at his own 45. Norrell into punt. And Norrell gets off a good one, end over end. Donnelly fields it on the run into Tartan territory, and he's going to be inside the 45. Outstanding field position here for the Mules as they'll begin in Tartan territory. Luke Spang, since he entered the game, 17 for 28, 158 yards. Also has done some good things on the ground. 10 carries, 29 yards. Running when he has to. First and 10 at the Carnegie Mellon 39. Here's Spang to give to Schaefer Knights, and Schaefer Knights is hit hard. Bennett Grace making the stop for Carnegie Mellon. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 37. Spang, back to throw, has time, now flushed out to the left, and he's just going to throw this one away. Looks like Mack was breaking free early on, but Spang unable to really set his feet there. No flag for Intentional grounding as Spang certainly out of the pocket and was able to get the ball past the line of scrimmage. Quickly a third down here for the Mules.
Third down and 9 for the Mules at the Carnegie Mellon 38.
Muhlenberg 5 for 14 on third down, 2 for 3 on fourth down. You got to figure this is 4-down territory. Spang back to throw. Rolls to his right, has room. If he wants to run, he will. He'll have a first down and more. Luke Spang using his legs to pick up a first down again. And they'll mark that down at the 25-yard line. Gain of 12. First and 10, 10:45 to go. Spang to give to Schaefer Knights. Schaefer Knights with some running room, and he's close to the 20. Good gain on first down. Second and 6. Schaefer Knights again on the carry. Stumbles just a little bit as he's close to the 19. They'll maybe give him a yard and a half on that gain. Third and 5. Mules working quickly. Spang back to throw, under pressure, fires. That's complete. And that's going to be a Muhlenberg first down as Chris Holland able to pick that one off in a crowd and pick up the first down. I don't know how Spang saw Holland down there, but he did. First and goal at the Tartan 9. Schaefer Knights the back. And the give is to Isaac Schaefer Knights, and keeps the legs pumping down to the 5-yard line.
Stop made by Carnegie Mellon's number 7, Jacob Frost.
Second and goal from the 5. Matthew Manning now the back in the game here for Muhlenberg. Ten seconds on the play clock here for Spang. Spang back to throw. Now he's going to run, and he's inside the 5. Down about the 2. Makes it third and goal at the 2. Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the game. Mules trailing by 8.
Third and goal from the 2.
Spang, 4 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, design run. Luke Spang is going to have a Muhlenberg touchdown. And the Mules are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Such a well-designed 2-point conversion attempt previously. We'll see what Nate Millen designed here. Spang has had some success running the football, but how many times can you go to that well? We'll see. The offensive line doing a heck of a job here in the second half. Manning in the backfield next to Spang. Spang is going to throw for it. He looks, fires across the middle, tipped and incomplete. And the attempt does not succeed. Pass intended for run flow, but it was defended very well. Here's the Luke Spang touchdown on 3rd down. Plenty of time to go, 7:37 to play. It's Carnegie Mellon 23, Muhlenberg 21 as the 2-point conversion attempt to tie the game is incomplete. It'll be Nick McCullough and Will Bauma back deep to receive for Carnegie Mellon. Nine-play, 39-yard drive for the Muhlenberg touchdown. The last 2 yards by Luke Spang. And McCullough has good yardage here, across the 30. He'll make it to the 31. Muhlenberg defense came up big last possession here against this potent Carnegie Mellon offense. They'll need another stop here with 7.5 minutes to play, trying to get their offense the ball back. One more time. Crowd really into it here on 1st and 10 from the 31. McGinnis to give to Valente, and Valente picks up a couple. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 34. Under 7 minutes to play. McGinnis, play action fake, fires too high, incomplete. Intended for Brendan McCullough. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Crowd getting to its feet here. Loudest it's been all day here at Scotty Woods Stadium. And why not? This Mules team was down 23-7 at the tail end of the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 7, McGinnis to throw. Looks, fires down the left sidelines, in and out of the hands, incomplete. Intended for Kuhlke, and the Tartans are going to have to punt it away. McGinnis had Kuhlke open, but the pass just out of his reach. Donnelly back deep to receive for Muhlenberg, standing at his own 30. Muhlenberg showing block here, trying to get to the punt here, and it is maybe partially deflected. And this is going to be out of bounds, takes a little bit of a Carnegie Mellon roll. And it'll be down at the 37-yard line. Lucas Bizatza punted that one away. So interesting, we didn't see Norrell there, not the normal punter. The Mules with all the momentum here as they'll mark it officially at the 36-yard line as Muhlenberg gets the ball back here with 6:31 to go. Muhlenberg finally able to get some traction here on the ground in this fourth quarter as this one is complete to Wes Hack. His first reception of the day. Short gain on first down. As they'll mark that at the 41. So gain of 5. Whistle and an official's timeout. You can issue with the clock. I'm not sure it ever started to run on that first down play.
It should be at 6:19. Okay, cool.
The game clock malfunctions. We reset the game clock to 6:15. We'll start on my signal.
So the game clock should read 6:15, and it starts on the official signal, so it is running now. Second down and 5 from the 41. Spang, little misdirection to Manning, and Manning gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. As Manning and Spang kind of collided a little bit on that handoff. Maybe threw off the timing just a little bit. 3rd and 5. Mules need the 46 to keep this drive alive. Don't think we're quite in 4-down territory from this part of the field just yet. Spang back to throw. He's going to fire deep. Down the left sidelines, and that's complete. Inbounds, Logan Nordek. First down, Mules, deep into Carnegie Mellon territory. The ball floated perfectly from Spang to Nordek. They'll mark that at the Tartan 22. Gain of 37 on 3rd and 5. Under 5 minutes to go. Mules trail by 2. Spang the give to Manning. Manning met by Tarkey. Gain of a couple. Mules in no hurry, meaning they'll take up most of the play clock to bleed this clock a little bit. Obviously, the most important thing is getting into the end zone, or at least getting close enough for a field goal attempt, but also taking some time off the clock, a priority as well. As we're under 4 minutes, Spang on the design quarterback run. He's hit hard by Ming and forced back. Ball comes out, but Spang's forward progress was done. So that'll bring up a 3rd down from just inside the 18-yard line. 3rd and 6 here for the Mules. 3:25 and counting to go. They'd love to get just a little bit closer if they can't pick up the 3rd down here for a field goal attempt, if that's the direction they want to go. Spang back to throw. Fires. That's complete. Basal's is going to have a first down and more inside the 5. Caleb Basal's, his biggest catch of the day, moves the Mules inside the 5. 2:45 to go and counting. Mules trail by 2. First and goal at the 3. Manning, the back with Spang. Spang, design run, and Spang works his way to about the 1. And they're going to let this clock run down to the 2-minute timeout. You're going to want to stay tuned for this one. 2 minutes to go. Second down and goal just inside the 2 for Muhlenberg. We'll take a short break. Back in a moment here on Mule TV. Back here at Scotty Woods Stadium. 2 minutes to go. Mules trailing by 2, 23-21. Muhlenberg with the football inside the 2-yard line. Spang gives it to Manning. Manning is in the end zone. It's a Muhlenberg touchdown, and the Mules have the lead. They've come all the way back from 16 points down to take the lead with 1:57 to play. It's 27-23. Muhlenberg looks like they'll line up to try to go for 2 once again. Schaefer Knights, the back, in next to Spang on this 2-point conversion attempt. Spang back to throw. Fires. That is incomplete. A very late flag comes in. I think this is going to go against Carnegie Mellon. They're going to rule it was tipped, so no pass interference on the 2-point conversion attempt, which leaves the score 27-23. 1:57 to go. Carnegie Mellon has all 3 of its timeouts left. The Muhlenberg defense has really stood tall in this second half. And they're going to be called upon again here to complete this Muhlenberg comeback. Nick McCullough is a very dangerous return man, so have to be mindful of that here on special teams as well. Will Bauma also deep for the Tartans. D'Amico will kick off. And this one is taken by McCullough a couple yards deep. McCullough across the 10, across the 15, and tackled across the 20 to about the 21. So good coverage by the Mules. It'll be a long field for Carnegie Mellon to have to traverse here to try and retake the lead. They'll mark the ball at the 21, so the Tartans 79 yards away. .152 to go. Again, all 3 timeouts left, so plenty of time for this offense. They've been a little bit out of sync here in the second half. McGinnis back to throw and tries to dump it off. Incomplete. Looked like he was going to tuck it and run. At the last second, decided to try to dump it off, and incomplete. And Valente back behind the play is a little slow getting up. Able to walk off the field under his own power. Second and 10 from the 21. McGinnis back to throw. Looks left side. That is caught. Kuhlke. He'll be shy of a first down. But Reese Kuhlke goes up high to nab that one. Clock runs. 1:30 to go. 3rd and 2. McGinnis back to throw. Complete to Kuhlke. First down, Tartans. And out of bounds. They'll mark that at the 36-yard line. 1:24 to play. McGinnis back to throw. Looks deep down the right sidelines. McCullough. Does he make the catch? He doesn't. Incomplete. Brendan McCullough absorbed the collision, caught the ball, but he was ruled out of bounds. And a collision in the Muhlenberg secondary as well. Leo Doberman a little bit slow getting up. But a great effort there all the way around. And just out of bounds was McCullough. Here's McGinnis on second down, rolls right. Flings it, that is caught. Brendan McCullough with a one-handed snag. An unbelievable catch. Gives the Tartans a first down. Take a look at this one-handed catch by Brendan McCullough to give the Tartans the ball in Muhlenberg territory at the 44. .112 to play as Carnegie Mellon takes its first timeout. Brendan McCullough now 5 catches, 97 yards, none bigger than that. One-handed grab. First and 10 from the 44. McGinnis back to throw. Fires across the middle. It's high and incomplete. Moynihan had his hand up, and that's always dangerous in the middle of the field, the tip ball. But it falls harmlessly incomplete this time. Second and 10 from the 44. Muhlenberg found themselves down 23-7. They've come all the way back to take a 27-23 lead. Second and 10. Back to throw. McGinnis across the middle. That's complete to Nick McCullough. Short gain and timeout called by the Tartans. Jake Souse came up to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and 6 after the timeout. So 1 timeout to go here for Carnegie Mellon. Third and 6. Carnegie Mellon 6 out of 14 on 3rd down today. Muhlenberg with nearly 300 yards of total offense here in this second half. McGinnis on the day, 22 for 39 through the air for the Tartans here. 3rd and 6. Tartans have 2 downs to pick up this 6 yards. 3rd and 6 from the 40. McGinnis back to throw. Has time. Fires right side. That is caught very close to the first down marker, and he will have enough for a Carnegie Mellon first down. McGinnis back to throw. Fires left side. And that is incomplete, intended for Kuhlke. That 3rd down conversion caught by Brendan McCullough. And that first down incompletion intended for Kuhlke. Kuhlke's got 7 grabs on the day. Now he lines up here on the near side. 2nd and 10. McGinnis back to throw. Fires complete to Bauma out of the backfield. Short gain. And Bauma is out of bounds with 41 seconds left. Third down and 5 from the 32. Again, 2 downs here to pick up the 5 yards. Tartans trail by 4. Field goal will do them no good. McGinnis back to throw, fires, and that is in and out of the hands of Brendan McCullough. It'll bring up 4th down. The Mules 1 stop away from completing the comeback. Timeout called by Carnegie Mellon. It's the final timeout for the Tartans. 38 seconds on the clock. The normally sure-handed McCullough let that one go through his hands. So the Mules catch a little bit of a break there on that 3rd down. You figure the pass is going to go to Brendan McCullough or Kuhlke. They've been the targets here today. Luka Katuda had the big 38-yard touchdown reception earlier, but for the most part, it's been McCullough and Kuhlke targeted the most. See if the Mules take a look at what formation the Tartans line up in and call a timeout of their own, as we've seen that kind of be the norm here in college football lately. 4th and 5 from the 27. They will run a play. Here's McGinnis rolling left, fires. It's complete, and that's going to be a first down. And it is Brendan McCullough on the reception with 32 seconds left. Timeout called by Nate Mellon. So Muhlenberg will challenge that completion to see whether or not McCullough had it. Certainly looked live as though it was a good catch. It was enough for a first down to the 18 on 4th and 5. So this play under review. This drive so far, 11 plays, 52 yards. Drive that started back on their own 21. They've marched down to the Muhlenberg 18 pending the review. Muhlenberg challenging whether or not the ball hit the ground, but it looked like Brendan McCullough had his arms underneath it to reel it in. .32 seconds to play. Carnegie Mellon out of timeouts, which will become a factor assuming this catch is upheld. Officials still taking a look at this, obviously crucial and game-deciding review on 4th down. And the ruling is upheld, so it is a catch. Brendan McCullough, who had a drop on a crucial 3rd down, makes the most crucial catch so far and converts the 4th down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 32 seconds to go. Tartan's out of timeouts. McGinnis back to throw. Fires. That is too high. Incomplete. Intended for Brendan McCullough. 28 seconds to go. That play took 4 seconds. Second and 10 from the 18. McGinnis back to throw, rolls right, still rolling, fires. That is in and out of the hands, incomplete. Brendan McCullough had the go-ahead touchdown, looked like dropped right into his hands and can't come up with it. 22 seconds to go. Third and 10. Clock now becoming a factor, just 22 seconds left. McGinnis back to throw, and he's going to be sacked. Clock runs 15 seconds. It's 4th down. They can't spike it. 10 seconds to go. 6 seconds. They got to get the snap off. 3 seconds to play. 2 seconds. They get it off with 1. McGinnis for the game. It's intercepted, and the Mules are going to win it. The game is over. Muhlenberg has won. They complete the comeback, 27-23. The 3rd down sack. The big play as McGinnis and the offense for Carnegie Mellon took a long time trying to get settled there for that 4th down snap. They got the snap off with 1 second, and it amounted to a Hail Mary. And it's intercepted to end the game. Jeffrey Lopez comes down with the interception. And the Mules win a thriller here at Scotty Wood Stadium. They defeat the 16th ranked Tartans of Carnegie Mellon 27-23. What a second half by the Mules. What a second half by backup quarterback Luke Spang, who came in for the injured Dante Mahaffey and rallied this Muhlenberg team. Spang ends the day 21 out of 33, 227 yards. Also gained 49 yards on the ground, a pair of touchdowns. Matthew Manning had 2 touchdowns as well. John Runfellow, 8 catches, 102 yards. On the losing side, Joey McGinnis, 25 for 47, 297 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception on the Lopez pick to end the game. Brendan McCullough in the losing effort, 7 catches, 114 yards. And Reese Kuhlke, 7 receptions for 89 yards. So that'll do it. The Mules win a thriller today over Carnegie Mellon. And Muhlenberg improves to 6-1. They are 3-1 in the Centennial Conference. Carnegie Mellon drops to 4-3. Overall, they are 2-2. And the Mules next week will meet number 3 Johns Hopkins for another showdown with the top Centennial Conference team right here at Scotty Wood Stadium. Kickoff in that one will be at 2 p.m. Thanks to Mike Falk and his awesome team of assistants. Thanks for Kat and her fine work producing here up in the booth. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. I'm Matt Height for Mule TV. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll talk to you next week.